welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making green spaghetti with blackened salmon. So please stay tuned and let me show you how. So you want to begin by first seasoning your salmon with blackened seasoning, and I will list all of the spices below so that you can create your own mix. I next added about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and I spread this all over my salmon fillets. Now you do want to allow them to marinate for at least 20 minutes and also allow them to come to a room temperature. That way they will cook evenly and not overcook on you, because that happens in the snap of a finger with salmon. And of course, you guys, you can always buy your blackened seasoning already pre-made, and I promise it will taste just as good. So yeah, you want to go ahead and get that going so that we have enough time to marinate your salmon before we start working on our sauce for our green spaghetti. So I went ahead and I did that first, and then I allowed them to sit. Now for your poblano sauce, what I like to do is first remove the seeds. Trust me, it will make your job so much easier. Next, you do want to roast them over an open flame. That way you will get that roasted flavor. I also added about half of a yellow onion and 1 chile serrano. Once they are blistered, so once they're totally black, you want to go ahead and remove them. And yeah, you want to put them in a plastic bag. I just use a Ziploc and close the bag tightly and just allow them to sweat for about 10 to 15 minutes. You don't have to add the onion or the serrano. This is just the poblano chilies. And yeah, after the 10 and 15 minutes, what I like to do to remove the skin is use a napkin. Please do not wash these, you guys. If you wash them, you might as well boil them. Just use a napkin. That way the skin comes right off and it is not messy at all. Next, you want to take off the tops. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied. So take off the tops, and then you want to cut them into strips. As you can see, the tops weren't roasted that well anyways, but I didn't care because I wasn't going to use them anyways. So just chop them up into strips. That way it will make for easier blending, and removing the seeds made the job so much easier. You want to throw everything into a blender, add 1 handful of fresh cilantro, your chile poblanos. I added about 4 garlic cloves, but 2 regular sized cloves will be just as fine. Also add your chile serrano, and yeah, that's the stuff that we roasted. And then also you will need to add about 1.5 cups of whole milk. You can also use heavy whipping cream. It is up to you guys. I added 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon. You can also add salt, 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano. It is different, you guys. And I did also add about 1/2 cup of the Mexican sour cream. Give that a good blend for about 3 to 5 minutes. I always start on a low setting and gradually increase the speed. That way you can make sure everything is perfectly blended. Next, if we want to start cooking our salmon, what I like to do is first set the pan for medium-high heat. Once I put all the salmon fillets inside and they sear for about 1 minute, I like to turn the heat down, because you guys, the blackened seasoning will burn easily. So in order to avoid that, you want to get a good sear, but you don't want to overcook your salmon. So set them down, allow them to get that nice searing, and then go ahead, once you see the cooking line in the middle, go ahead and flip them over. And the rest of the cooking, you want to just do medium low, you guys. And these little pieces, they're perfect for, lunch the next day. They were just, the little side pieces on the salmon. So I went ahead and removed those first, of course, because I'm not going to waste them. We do not waste food around here. And yeah, then I just allowed the salmon, the bigger fillets, to cook for an additional 3 minutes. So you want to do about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, just keeping an eye on them, making sure that the blackened seasoning does not burn. Next, you want to go ahead and remove them, and as you can see, they are perfectly cooked and also perfectly seared. Yum. You can already tell they're gonna be so delicious. Now you want to go ahead and fry your sauce. I used about 3 tablespoons of butter and just, you know, swirl it around. Basically we're gonna cook the sauce. So just make sure that all of the butter is completely melted before adding your sauce. You want to do this on medium to high heat, and it does create a mess, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. So just be careful, use a shield if you need to. Go ahead and add your sauce. Once it is in, you can lower the heat to just medium, and yeah, just make sure you get everything out, and then we can move on to our next step. But first you want to allow this to come to a boil and then bring it down to a simmer. So just keep mixing. Once it is at a simmer, you can add about 4 ounces of cream cheese. The reason why I do it now and not in the blender, it's because then it's too thick to get out of the blender. It just makes life harder. This way I just feel like it melts better, and you know, it's nice and easy. Now for your pasta, just add some salt, no oil, you guys. Cook your pasta for 5 minutes only. I don't care what the package says, 5 minutes. Now to your sauce, once everything is melted, you can grate in some fresh Parmesan. That's what I like to use, and I just use enough to cover the top, or you know, as much as your heart desires. You can also use mozzarella or any type of melting cheese that you have handy, you guys. It's all gonna taste delicious. Now you want to keep that at a simmer, and then once your pasta has been cooking for 5 minutes, go ahead and transfer your pasta straight from the pot into your sauce. This is called marrying the pasta, and this is going to give you perfectly cooked noodles. If you cook them all the way and then transfer them to a hot liquid, what's going to happen? They're going to overcook, they're going to be mushy and gross. So this is the best way to do it, and that way you get some of that delicious pasta water. Give that a good mix, and yeah, you guys, we are pretty much good to go at this point. Just make sure that your noodles are al dente, give them a taste, and then we can plate. I like to go ahead and add some avocado because it is a little spicy, it has a little kick, and also some queso fresco, but use any cheese that you'd like, and fresh cilantro. It just tops it off and gives you a really nice fresh flavor. And doesn't this look beautiful, you guys? Food for the eyes. So we're at the end, and I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave me a nice comment, and I really hope that you guys get to try this. Bye.